Construction is not yet done on the small town of Harvest, but it won't be long. Soon, gamers across the country will flock to this quiet little town where evil lurks beneath the Rockwellian surface. I recently had the chance to talk to two people who have been there already. Lee Jacobson, the big dog at Future Vision, and Gilbert Austin, Harvester's chief designer. They told me a lot about what you'll see when you make it into town and how this technologically stunning horror game came to be. One of the first things people are likely to notice about Harvester is that it looks very different from most of the games on the market. One obvious difference is that the game runs in Super VGA. Also, the game was created using Lightwave instead of 3D Studio. The design team fell in love with Lightwave early in the project, largely because of the amazing lighting effects that it can produce. In a game designed to shock and disturb, effective lighting will provide a great deal of the eerie atmosphere. The characters in Harvest started out as real people. Great effort has been taken to ensure that people's movements are as realistic as possible. Actors were filmed using the Targa 2000 video system. This footage was then edited frame by frame. The actors' images were cut against a blue screen, touched up by hand to keep the SVGA pictures as crisp as possible, and then dropped into the animation system. Equal attention has been directed toward the combat sequences. Here, realistic movement was a top priority. The actors worked with a fight choreographer who taught them the various attack and defense moves associated with each of the game's 12 or so weapons. When you defeat a monster, you're able to deal it a Mortal Kombat-like death blow, which treats you to a highly graphic close-up view of the creature's demise. Obviously, this game is intended for an adult audience. The dramatic scenes in Harvester were first acted out by actors. These scenes were then captured by the Targa 2000 system and turned into Super VGA images. Backgrounds were added, and with some voiceovers, digital cinematography, and a little artistic license, they became part of the game. You wander the town of Harvest exploring, talking to people, and solving puzzles to unravel the mysteries of the plot. Before long, it becomes obvious that the place you will eventually be led to is the Lodge, an eerie building on the outskirts of town. Lightwave once again proves the striking lighting effects called lens flares that evoke an atmosphere of suspense, danger, and diabolical evil. The Lodge consists of 3 levels of 15 to 20 rooms each. Here, the game shifts to more combat-oriented play. As you progress through the Lodge, you face more and more powerful enemies. As the violence swells, your sense of normal reality is twisted. The moral ramifications of extreme graphic violence will be addressed as your character descends from normal life into a gruesome nightmare world. Harvester promises to be something unique in the world of computer gaming. Horror games have been released in the past, but they have all been very tame and not very frightening in the least. Gilbert Austin feels that it may not be possible to scare someone with a little character on a screen, but you can disturb them and plunge them into a more terrifying world. If you're in the mood to be disturbed, keep an eye out this summer for the portal to a small town where the monsters are real and nothing is as it seems.